movie, or maybe the best 8 minutes in the entire history of the whole run of them, in a way, you know, because everyone's involved. So I was delighted. He's recognizing that he actually should have his eyes on the long game here, and so I guess there's a different set of principles that he's operating by than he has before, and I think a lot of that has been the burgeoning effect of all of these other Avengers, and seeing how much they've put on the line. Anthony and Joe are about the only two folks that I could imagine, forget just still having the respect of the cast and crew when we were done, but not being either incarcerated or embalmed or in some other way permanently damaged, because just the physical and mental stripping of one's chi that it takes. You know, these are years and years and years and years. They've essentially been on a job for 6-7 years now, and I love them, and they love the Avengers. It was all there in this universe to begin with, and I think that that's why the Marvel comics have always been so numinous to kids and grown-ups and people. There's this love for it because it speaks to the world, but it also speaks to the democratic American projected dream, which is far more complicated than that. But there's an ideal there that's always been trying to express itself, and strangely, in some ways, the best of it has been expressed in these little 2-hour segments of entertainment.
So, if you're new to the channel, we are giving away Endgame tickets. We're going to give away some more. So, all you got to do is subscribe to the channel with notifications on, and let me know down below, what is Robert Downey Jr. explaining? What is he on about? So, it's pretty interesting. So, what is good, YouTube? I'm Warstu. Let's go. So, recently in an interview, Robert Downey Jr. explains the final 8 minutes of Avengers Endgame. Now, this is very, very weird because Kevin Feige, Russo's, they all said, we're not giving away any spoilers. They even went as far to say, the handshake between Cap and Iron Man, is that even in the movie? Very interesting. And then Robert Downey Jr. comes out and states that the last 8 minutes of this movie are the best in the Marvel Cinematic Universe history. Now, is this misdirection? Is he lying? But he does actually give away minor spoilers, so careful for spoilers, but you probably already watched the clip. He says the following, which is really interesting. The last 8 minutes of Avengers Endgame are maybe the best 8 minutes in the entire history of the whole run of them, in a way, because everyone is involved. Everyone is involved. Now, this is really interesting because if you remember such a long time ago, we heard at Ace Comic-Con that there was a scene with every single person in the MCU. So obviously everyone thought this was going to be a funeral scene or someone getting married. As we know in Avengers Infinity War, they implied they could be getting married, but I guess most people seem to think this will be a scene where someone is dying, maybe a funeral scene. But I don't think the last 8 minutes is going to be them taking out Thanos. As I've said multiple times on this channel for the last year, it cannot be a movie just about reversing the finger snap when Thanos fingered the universe and defeating Thanos. They cannot carry a 3-hour plus movie on the main narrative that they've just got to reverse Thanos. I am really excited for this movie. I've got no idea what to expect. And no, guys, I'm not going to talk about the leak that came out. Why? Because I've not seen it, and I don't want to ruin it for anyone. I don't want to ruin it for myself. Yes, I have seen the images. I've seen a few images, but I've not watched it, so I've got no idea. I've erased that from my mind. So, is he referring to a massive battle similar to the battle we got on Titan or similar to the battle that we got on Wakanda? It could even be the Wakandan fight, because if they are going to go back in time, think about it. Would the Wakandan fight have ever happened when they lost? because it depends how far back in time they're going to go. We know due to the Ant-Man and Wasp post-credit scene when Janet said, be careful for time vortexes, you don't know where you're going to be. That is a massive setup. Marvel don't set things up in post-credit scenes for no reason. The post-credit scenes are always canon to the MCU. They always play a big part of what is to come. They always foreshadow the future. So it's very interesting that he says every person is involved. Now, like I said, it's like they're saying we are marketing this movie very differently, and then they're telling us a lot of things. And also they're throwing 25 new TV spots at us every single day. So it's really hard to actually understand what exactly he means. So the interview with the up and coming, it's interesting. It is a big spoiler. It was kind of obvious that there's going to be a lot of scenes that do involve every single character. But as I said earlier, it was Sebastian Stan that teased a massive scene where every single person was, including Michael Douglas, including Nick Fury, every single person. So it's not the first time we've had a tease scene where every single person will be there. Sebastian Stan did tease a huge scene where everyone's there. Speaking with The Independent, he said, there was one scene I think we'd had where everyone was there. He continued, I can't really talk about that scene, but I knew it took months, 3 months in planning that scene to get everyone there at the same time. So obviously, all these actors have big jobs. They work for other movies, other TV shows. They're all over the place. So it must have been really hard to get every single MCU character in the same place. You look around, you just saw Samuel L. Jackson to Michael Douglas to Michelle Pfeiffer. Everyone was there. Surely this has to be the ending that Downey was referring to where everyone was involved. So everyone's been saying this. It's not like one person said this. Everyone has hinted at a huge scene where everyone is actually there, which is very... But then you've got to consider, do we actually know anything? Because although a bunch of actors keep saying that everyone is in the last 8 minutes, it's the best in the MCU. Multiple people have said this now. Are they misdirecting us? Because screenwriters Christopher and Stephen, who are the most important people to the project, realistically, keep saying, you're invested in this. You don't know what's coming. You won't see this coming. So obviously, they don't want to ruin their own movie, but I'm really fascinated what they mean. So a good case scenario could be the final act could very well be a massive fight on Wakanda, on Titan, or even at the Avengers HQ. We know from the trailers, the TV spots, that Thanos does come to attack the Avengers HQ. This is most likely due to Thanos finding out that they want to reverse the snap and they want to undo the balancing of the universe. And if anyone wants to do that, Thanos would come at them with everything he's got. Remember, he's got the Time Stone. He can do everything. If he wanted the T'Challa back, if he wanted the Outriders back, even if he wanted the children of Thanos back, he could bring literally anyone back because with the Time Stone, you can reverse time. Now, I know the Russo bros did say the Infinity Gauntlet is damaged and he is damaged permanently. But then you see the TV spot when Black Widow says he used the stones again. What happens if he was summoning something, summoning some villains to help him or some enemies? Or what happens if he was just using the stone to realistically repair himself? Remember, Thor didn't go for the headshot. He obviously plays Fortnite because people that play Fortnite can't play video games. So he obviously needs to start playing a good game like, I don't know, Call of Duty or Battlefield. So what happens is if he's repairing himself, remember, he's a very clever person. He's going to anticipate a counterattack when the Avengers have reassembled. So I'm really hyped for this movie. Guys, I would love to know down below, when are you going to watch this movie? Please let me know down below. And if you do want to enter the competition to win tickets, all you got to do is comment on this video, subscribe to the channel, and let me know what is Robert Downey Jr. going on. There's no spoilers in the title. I'm literally just saying what is in said interview. So there's no spoilers. But what is Robert Downey Jr. referring to? It is very, very interesting to me. So recently in another interview, star of the Captain Marvel movie, Brie Larson, was interviewed and she was talking about how she would ideally take out Thanos. Obviously, she's not revealed in the movie. She just went into a method how she could bring down the Mad Titan herself. She said recently on The Late Show, the actress was joking, of course, when she said this. She said, ideally, my method of bringing Thanos down would be compassion. She joked. She said, no, I'm going to punch him into the sun. That's certainly one way of doing it, which is pretty funny because we haven't seen her powers properly. Remember, during the Captain Marvel movie, back when it came out in March, I think it was, we're only seeing the powers back then. Obviously, this movie is set many years later. So obviously, she will be much stronger now, and it's pretty funny. Another way is, I've not really mentioned it on this channel before, but obviously the Ant-Man will destroy Thanos. He's going to go on him, then go big man, then go giant man. Pretty funny. So guys, let me know in the comment box section down below, what do you think Robert Downey Jr. is really going on about, and how do you think they are going to defeat Thanos? What is this scene where absolutely everyone in the MCU history is there? I would love to know what you guys think. This channel is about building a community in the comment section, so please respect each other. If you have seen plot leak, said spoiler for whatever leaked, please don't put it down below. Don't ruin other people's experience. Thanos demands your silence. Don't ruin the end game. So like always, guys, please like, subscribe, and comment. If you do have any recommended requested videos, all you got to do is send me a message on Instagram stories or Twitter. If you do want to work with me, any business inquiries only, email me at warstubusiness@gmail.com and I'll get back to you, and maybe we can work together. So like always, guys, thank you very much for your time today. It's much appreciated. If you made it this far, hashtag Team Warheads, and I will catch you in another video. Actually, I've got a pretty awesome video coming out in the next 2 days. Not sure when I'm going to drop it, but it is a pretty cool death prediction video, which I'm excited to release. So like always, guys, please like, subscribe, comment, and I will catch you in that next video very soon. Catch ya later.